This is the Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Deluxe Class Alpha Bravo. The figure is part of the first wave of the Combiner Wars Deluxe Class series of figures. And here's a quick look at the packaging. Very nice, black, red on black. Alpha Bravo. It says 4 out of 5 of Superion. Yeah, right. Everybody knows that Superion is made up of Silverbolt as the body, and you get Firefly, Skydive, Air Raid, who's going to be in Wave 2, and Slingshot, who's going to be in Wave 3. We'll talk about why these guys are here in a while. So here's a look at the packaging. This is how you form Superion. Alpha Bravo is supposedly the right leg of Superion. And you know what? Wave 1 doesn't have all the aerial bots. It has drag strip, and apparently Hasbro thought it interesting that Decepticons can combine with Autobots in this new wonderful world of the Combiner Wars. And you know what? I totally get what Hasbro's trying to do. They're trying to get the kids involved into doing that mashers mentality. You know, just mix and match your toys. But for collectors, I'm sure we're all just waiting for the right and proper pieces to come. In Wave 2, you'll get 3 Stunticons and you'll get the 1 aerial bot. And that's the whole idea. Again, just mashing them up. Now, why do we have this guy, Alpha Bravo? Obviously, we should have had Slingshot or Air Raid. Air Raid's coming the next wave, and Slingshot was revealed to be in the 3rd wave. Because Hasbro was thinking ahead, they were going to do a Blades for Defensor. And they had to somehow recycle that Blades mode. And had they done Alpha Bravo in Wave 3, nobody was going to buy him because he was not really part of Superion. So again, we have that mentality of Hasbro, the Hasbro mentality of again, it's coming back, rearing its ugly head, that Hasbro wants to put the crappy figures, or not crappy, I'm sorry, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but the not excellent, the not so good figures in the first waves, or in this case, so that people are going to buy it. They have no choice, because kids are going to want to form Superion, and they're going to get Firefly later on for the collectors. Had they put this in Wave 3, no one was going to buy it. But essentially, Wave 3, you'd have... well, you probably... No, I'm sorry. Wave 3 will have the Protectobot. So we'll have Slingshot in Wave 4. Come on, man. I've just realized. So, again, that makes it worse. If you had put this guy in Wave 4, nobody was going to buy him. So put the not-so-good ones in Wave 1. Having said that, this figure is not totally crap. It's actually a good figure. Again, if you made him into Blades, he would be excellent. I would have picked him up just like that. I was a bit wary of picking this guy up. But opening him up, transforming and playing around with him for a while, it's actually a decent figure. So he comes with 2 blasters. His regular blaster, it's like a Gatling gun of sorts, and the appendage blaster, which forms the foot or the hand, whichever you want him to be. And it's also a Gatling gun of sorts. And if you've noticed, no, not you, I mean, I've noticed that each of the figures they'll have different personal weapons, and they'll have different appendage weapons. They're similar, but they'll have different magazines, they'll have different barrels, they'll have different modes for this, which is nice. Hasbro has been very generous and not just been lazy in recycling their pieces. So, have a quick look at this figure. Paint apps are amazing. I mean, it's what you'd expect from Transformers. There's hardly any, well, a little bit of black bleeding into the white, but very, very little to complain about with the paint apps. And they've given it a little bit of that metallic flake sheen in some of the pieces. I'm very impressed with Hasbro on this one. Articulation for the figure's got a ball jointed neck, which you can look up, ball jointed shoulders, ball hinge elbows that ratchet, ball jointed hips, thigh swivel, even a waist swivel because of transformation, hinge knees, and hinge feet. And just to give you a size comparison, here he is with Silverbolt. I mean, Silverbolt was big. He was the biggest among the aerial bots, but he wasn't that big. If I remember the cartoon, he was just a head higher than everybody else. But because they're following the toy. The toy surfboard was really big. The other pieces were really small. So the scale is correct toy-wise, but cartoon-wise, comic book-wise, whatever, they're a little bit off. Here he is with a Energon combiner part. Supposedly Swindle. And here he is with the Fall of Cybertron combiner. Swirl. You get the idea. He's not that big. I mean, this guy was pretty small. I thought it was pretty small. He's just a few millimeters shorter head to toe than this guy, but just about the right scale, right size. So that's that. Let's transform him into his limb modes for now, because that's the easiest, because those are the transition stages before you turn him into his alt mode. So let's turn him into an arm first. Now I'm gonna have my cheat sheet ready right here, just in case I'd forgotten how to do that. I open all these guys up together, so I may have forgotten what he looks like. But anyway, okay. Oh, officially you transform him this way or this way or this way, but to me it doesn't really matter. You can keep him in robot mode with the tail rotor just like that. Okay, let's transform him into his arm mode, shall we? You can connect him here. Rotate, no. Yeah, rotate it backwards like that. Like there, and like that. Join these together. What's nice about these also, these kit bolt pieces, is they also have tabs to tab into the legs, so they're just there. They don't just sit. They actually lock into place. Now, if you're turning him as a left arm, obviously you want the elbow. Obviously you want the elbow bending this way. And conversely, if you're going to turn him into a right arm, you're going to rotate the piece this way so that he bends this way. Let's turn him into a right arm for now. Okay. And then the blaster, or the arm, there's a small tab right here. You flick with your fingernail, fold this one here, fold it up like that. And obviously, if he's going to be a left arm, you just flip the thumb up like this, and he's a left hand, which is very nice. The engineering on the transformation, you know what? I figured when I first showed the videos, arms and hands and feet are going to be separate pieces. I was like, come on, Hasbro. But then, you know what? They turn into weapons, and the engineering on the transformation is just phenomenal. I'm actually blown away at the engineering, and I have to admit, I do apologize to Hasbro for judging this line way too quickly. I guess you don't judge a book by its cover. Haha. So you'll get all the decent articulation with an arm that will ratchet this way and that. So not too bad. Now let's turn him into a foot. Turning him into a foot is like the next, just a step before he becomes into his alt mode, into a helicopter. So let me see if we can do it. Let's split this one up first so we can fix the ball joints. Oops, did I break anything there? Okay, rotate. Make sure you, what am I doing? There's a bit of a rough spot right there where this one has to tab in. Okay, this is the prone position, and then you rotate it 180 degrees to make him into his alt mode or his foot mode. And right here I was expecting like just folding up and down, but with the aerial bots, Hasbro decided to do this kind of engineering. Like you flip it open, you compress. The compression transformation that they did with this one I thought was pretty brilliant. You just put this one up like that just to get it out of the way. I thought it was pretty darn brilliant the way they did this compression. So do that, and then just tab it in, and right there. And then the bottom half is much easier. Once you tab it in, just fold it here like that. On ball joints, these pieces are kind of looks like Astro Train right there. And then the arms are just going to sit here. They've got missiles molded onto them right there. Oh, my bad. Sorry, we're not turning him into a helicopter yet. Not just yet. Just keep it like this. This one here. And the leg mode, based on the instructions, this is the front. And this is the back, obviously. And that's the leg mode. Not too bad. It's still okay, but I think he's better off as an arm. It's really up to you. And then the joint will function properly. Okay, and now on to his alt mode, which we almost did. This way, like that. These out like this, like that. And there you go. There is Alpha Bravo in his rescue helicopter. Oops, sorry, rescue helicopter, which will eventually become blades, which is nice. It's gonna look good as blades. You can put the blaster here. You can mount the gun here just to keep it in alt mode. On either side, you can have the gun right there. So very, very nice. Again, I judged this line too quickly. I'm glad I made a mistake. I'm glad I judged wrongly. I was very surprised, pleasantly surprised at how well these figures are turning out to be. Very, very pleased with it. Now, because he's not entirely part of Superior, I'm going to be biased with my grade for this one. He's going to get a 9 out of 10, but certainly it's still a very high grade. I was expecting to give a 6 or 7 out of 10 for these guys, but I was very impressed. 9 out of 10 for me. So there you go, folks. I hope you've enjoyed this video review. If you did, please click the thumbs up icon. Don't forget to subscribe, share this video. Follow me on Twitter for my toy purchases, Instagram for my toy sightings here in Manila. Both are on the FX Friends username. Attach all my videos here on this channel, Chefatron. This has been the Transformers Generations Combiner Wars Deluxe Class Alpha Bravo. Thanks for watching.